Hey, missing Meghan Markle, yes. Now, where has she disappeared to? As ever, it's always good to share these things with you. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. You're all right. Thank you so much as ever for your time today, and thank you for taking the time out to join me. Welcome one and all brand new subscribers. I know I often say this, but of course we are a lovely, friendly community and we all get debates and all sorts of things. We learn a lot about each other, which is important. I'd just like to highlight the fact that we are a friendship group. You know, yes, we like the stories, yes, we like the nostalgia and stuff like that. But if you do see somebody that needs a bit of a conversation, do try and join in and communicate back, because sometimes, of course, that person may be alone and that communication can be the only one that they get sometimes all day. I know I often joke about this, but of course, you know, as I said, if I'm your company, well, but I mean that from my heart, of course, you know. It's always nice to have you. And it's lovely, as I say, been recently meeting a lot of people out and about while I've been filming. Must be the warm weather. Yeah, they've tracked me down, you know, but they're just so lovely, you know, because we just get talking about all sorts of stuff. I met a lovely couple the other day, a mother and son out walking together in Hyde Park. Lovely, lovely couple, and it was just nice to have a chat, a break from work, particularly in this political world, let me tell you. Oh yes. Now let me get back to this particular story that really you could classify as missing Meghan. Yes, Meghan Markle, not one to shy away from anything really, is she, when you think not one of those shrinking violets, particularly when there's a microphone or indeed a camera or a clicking camera, you know. Now seemingly she likes to stand under the clicking camera gaze of Meghan Harriman, her favourite photographer. And what's interesting also when you think about it, Prince Harry seems to have got over the, problem of the clicking cameras that he spoke about in the Me You Can't See, the Oprah Winfrey doco, basically saying every time he heard a camera click, it sent him off into a spasm. He's got over that now, hasn't he? Well, cast your mind back a couple of weeks to this. That's right, you see, Meghan Harriman went on social media in full glory to basically say that his latest picture had been assigned to go into the National Portrait Gallery. And as we told you, this was a bit of an interesting thing because, you know, I contacted the National Portrait Gallery and said, oh, you know, great news, let me know when that's happening and all that sort of stuff. And well, they seemed a little bit bemused. What they did reveal was that it'd been submitted. They hadn't requested it. So I said, well, if I submit my picture, would you consider putting my picture up? And they laughed. I know, you imagine. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But why would you just laugh, you know? But seriously, they basically said they hadn't requested it, and so this had been sent in. Now, this wouldn't be the first picture that Mr. Harriman would have had included in, of course, the National Portrait Gallery, of which our beautiful Catherine, the Princess of Wales, is the patron and opened it magnificently just over a year and a bit ago. Now, what's interesting, though, is that there's still no news. You know, I'm not quite sure when it's going to be up, and I promised to follow this up for you because, you know, I thought, well, this is important. I spoke to many of the top people there and they all seem a bit bemused and a little bit lost, and maybe they're a bit busy. It's summer, a high volume of visitors, whatever you want to call it. But right now they say they don't have any plans. It's got to be detailed, recorded, and eventually they'll get it to, putting it on the website, and then they may consider displaying it, but there's no firm confirmation plans. So for everybody out there that was asking me, well, what happened to this? As I often say, it's interesting to chase these things up a little bit further down the line. And we're still waiting for Meghan to confirm it, in fact, because he would have been there on her one and only visit over here to the United Kingdom, where the Princess Lily did indeed meet Her Majesty the Queen. It's funny how he's quick to jump on social media to talk about his own picture, but never actually confirming the real bits that people care about. As ever, it's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.